Hey everyone, Eric with Rockin' HTV session 102. Tonight we're in the shop and had a slight technical difficulty, but here we are. We are going. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm still working on my high moisture corn layout, and tonight what I want to do is make some faux concrete silage bunks. And you'll understand when I go ahead and show you. We'll take a quick walk here after we get everyone in the room and in the house. We got a couple of minutes here to sit still, but that's what I'm going to do tonight. I had this brainiac idea when I was kind of thinking about this, and whether or not it works, I don't know, but you know, it cost me like 10 bucks in styrene, so whoop-de-doo, right? So we'll get everyone here. Thank you for the love, I appreciate that. Good evening, Dustin. Hi, Vaughn, and I saw Chris up here. Good to see you, Chris. I've always been curious, what time is it there when you're watching this? I don't know how far ahead of us you are, but I know it's probably, are you 12 hours ahead? I don't know. Anyway, good to see you, Chris, nonetheless. So if you're hearing this, I'd love to know what time it is in your country. And we have Carson here in the house. Good to see you, Carson. Bob's here. Welcome, welcome. All right. Eric, Amy's watching. Good to see you, Eric. Jacob here. All right. Jacob, I'll get your ring in the mail. I just got it in, 2 days ago, so I'll get it back out in the mail. And then I got to get one more up there to Canada as well. So, hi Nathan. Nathan, I got the stuff today. I bought 3 versatile 950s. I bought 2 sets of the 38s. I forget. 2 sets of the smaller tire and 1 set of the big tire. And I actually had a push blade. So actually I'm going to do a couple of lessons based on your idea. I'll do the one on how to make an 875. And then I'll also do one showing how to attach a blade. I have one. I bought a second from Moore's years ago. Oh, it's 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Oh, wow, you are way ahead of us. All right. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. So there you go, guys. If you want to know what time it is in New Zealand right now, it's 1:30 p.m. on tomorrow. But we're here on Monday anyways. So yeah, Nathan, thank you. And I'm going to plug your business, so give you credit for giving me the idea, because you posted that great tutorial on how to do it. So I'm going to do one here by myself, and then I'll do one for the world. So, but definitely, Nathan, I'll give you a plug when that one comes around. I would love to do it next week, but it probably won't be. Who knows? We'll see. So Joel's in the house. We got a whole good crowd. Welcome, everybody. All right, let's get this thing going. Hi, Cody. Good to see you. It is 8:30, so you know what time it is. Hey, everyone. It is Eric with Rockin' HTV session 102. We are making our way down the line with these numbers, and it feels good. Anyways, tonight what we're going to do is make some faux concrete bunks for my high moisture corn display. This was an idea I was daydreaming about how to put this all together, and I kind of had a rough drawing sketched out. And on the real high moisture corn bunks, they're entirely concrete with a concrete apron all the way around it. 6, 7, well, probably 4 or 5 feet, I don't recall. But anyways, they have a concrete apron, and I'm going to replicate that with this idea I have had, and so I'm going to get to showing you what I'm going to do. So let's take a quick ride. And hello, Brad, good to see you. So here we are. This is where the apron exists. Let me get that out of the road. So there will be a concrete apron coming out this way, and then it goes here where the trucks actually drive on this. So actually I think part of it's dirt, but nevertheless it doesn't matter. I'm putting a concrete apron clear here, and then we'll make our pits. I got to cut this out yet tonight, and then there will be concrete here on the inside for the walls. You can see I have a piece set up over there and an apron over there, and then the concrete actually comes clear out to here on the real deal. So yeah, so that'll be done. And Carson says so pack tractors with LSWs. Well, sure, we could put some LSWs on a pack tractor. I think I have the tractors made. Anyways, don't want to get distracted. So yeah, I'll glue those pieces of concrete in here, and then this I'll just end up painting because it's really flat. This is a new piece. The purple's brand new here. So I'm just going to paint this. And this will just be kind of an off-white, or a really light gray. Okay. So how did I make this? Okay, let's get to that. Okay, started out with a full sheet of this, and regrettably, oh wait, there it is. I bought .04 evergreen styrene sheet, .040 12 by 24 evergreen 19040. Okay, and it was $7.39 a sheet. I bought 3 of them because I didn't know how much I'd need. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll cut a sheet down quick because I have all the other ones cut, but I left one for you guys. All right, so all I'm doing here is, okay, you can see, good. All right, and wouldn't you know, I set my knife down right where I didn't mean to. Okay, can you see? Good, you can see. All right. So basically, I'm just using, this silly thing here is 2 inches thick, so it worked perfectly for the walls, which are also 2 inches thick. So all I'm doing here is just cutting these strips the width of my framing square, and it just worked perfectly. So all I'm doing is scoring these quick with my framing square. Yeah, and I could have used the backside, but nah. Why would we do it that way, right? Ah, crap. Boy, not used to doing it that way. All right. So I got it scored, and now I'm going to just break it off. There it is, Johnny. Look at that. Okay. Now, hopefully, you don't get seasick here. Okay. All right. I'm going to scoot you up just a little closer here. See if I can get you closer to the action. Uh-oh. And my handy dandies. I need to get one of those little spider looking things. I've seen those and I keep saying I need to buy one, and then I don't buy one. Isn't that something? All right, there you got a good idea what's going on. Okay. So these here will line the inside of my pit. I'm not going to put one up front. All I'm going to do is put this along the front. So there's my concrete apron there. This will all be gravel parking lot because that's what it is. And then we'll have concrete along, just lining it, and then this will be gray. But once I get all this set, everything will be painted, and then off we go, right? That's how it's going to go. Okay, so yeah, right. So this is where you got to watch me just figure this out. So since I don't know any better, I'm just going to start doing stuff. All right. Excuse me a moment, got to get a tool. All right. So really, since I don't know what else to do, we're just gonna do stuff. All right. It's somewhat a bit unnerving to be just figuring things out, learning it on live, but that's just the way it's gonna go, right? Because a lot of times when I'm sitting here figuring stuff out, you guys aren't watching. Okay. Then I get to make all my mistakes out of public view, which is really nice. Okay. You know, and I don't know if like model railroaders or other people actually do what I'm doing, but I just get ideas, and then it's like, I wonder if this will work, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. You would not believe how much money I've spent. I'll get these silly ideas. I don't know if they're silly, but it's like, I wonder if this will work. And then I go out and buy some stuff. And my wife said, what are you doing this time? I said, blowing money. It's not coming out of our budget, is it? No, I don't care. Or the next thing she'll say is, Rocket H paying for it? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, that works. Okay, let's do that. Okay, somebody stole my scissors. Which one of my kids has been out here? I had to coach my daughter. She made this little thing for some caterpillars she was collecting for science or something. And I saw her making this, taping up this little caterpillar house with my expensive green automotive tape. It's the lime green stuff that I blew a bunch of money on, or what I think is for what it is, I thought, holy crap, that stuff's not cheap. Anyway, the coach said, dear, I'm not mad, but in the future, do not use the expensive tape. Use the cheap tape. Use the blue or the yellow stuff. Okay. And I'm fairly certain she ran off with my scissors, so I have to cut this the old-fashioned way here. Let's see. Actually, I'm using. Let's try it this way. That's better. Let's do 14 and a half. And tonight I can't see any of your comments because I have the phone actually pointed at me the right way, so you guys can not see words and text in reverse order. Where'd my mark go? Now some of these cuts here, you'll notice, like, wow, you're not going to make that square? You're not going to see this. But what in the world? Let's read the right piece. My normal way of doing anything with measurements is to measure 4 or 5 times and still cut it too short. And I just grabbed the short piece. Thank goodness. Okay, and I'm just using Gorilla Wood Glue here. Nothing fancy. Because that's the way I roll. Okay. So, yeah. I was thinking I might spray paint this, but in order to do that, I'm going to pick up the whole thing and take it outside to shoot it. And that's if I use rattle cans. I was thinking to just go to Walmart and find some 88-cent cans of gray paint just to kind of get the idea, of concrete, because that's really all I'm going to need. But, I'm still, maybe I'm not as far off as I think, but anyway, I think that's just a little ways off yet, so I'm not too awful worried about it just yet. Okay. So, let's see how's that gonna work. Okay, I know it's kind of quiet tonight, so hopefully you guys are entertaining yourselves. I was rewatching Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, but I'm sure that's not what all of you would like to watch. So now you guys can tease me about watching Harry Potter. I did, since my birthday's coming up, I did drop a little, it wasn't really a subtle hint. I showed her, I said, you know what I really wanted for the shop is an HD TV. You know, not a big one, just a small one. But something that'll pick up our Wi-Fi signal in the house. That way I can watch Netflix out here. And then hook up a Blu-ray player to it so I can watch The Bourne Ultimatum. That whole series. Because I don't have Blu-ray out here. Because I bought a little cheapo TV. Actually, I bought it a long time ago so I could do P90X videos. And when we moved here, it just came out to the shop. Actually, before I do that, we're at 8:44. Good. Okay. We're making progress. Close enough for government work, huh? Okay. I would like for you to be able to see this next piece, but I don't have a good stand. I'm going to have to get, that's it. I'm going on Amazon tonight. Actually, I'm going to do it tomorrow. You may have noticed that I didn't put out a big deal on social media saying, hey, Rockin' HTV's at 8:30 tonight, and here's what we're doing. And that's because my computer barfed on me last week, and I bought a part off eBay I need. And it has not arrived. It is in transit. So my laptop's actually over here in pieces. I'm not a computer tech by any means, but I thought, you know, this thing's, I bought it in, my Rockin' H bought it in 2012. And I'm actually going to replace it with another one, or Rockin' H is going to replace it this winter. But I thought, if I get a little more mileage out of it, that'll be better. Okay, what I just did was I cut out a piece of styrene for the chute. Now what happens at the actual place is over here on this one, there's a chute where this truck is parked, and it's just gravity. So they have a worker over here. Actually, they had a girl last year, a young lady. They open it up, and then gravity just feeds it down into the pit, and then they have cat loaders and whatnot, or John Deere loaders actually, push it over to where a bigger loader will put it in the mill. So this one's gravity, so it's just a slant and that's it. And then on this one, it used to be gravity, but what they do now is they have two conveyors that actually puke it out into the pit farther. That way on Sunday when they have trucks lining up and people coming in to dump last night's corn, and maybe, I saw this on Sunday because I went out about 2 o'clock and not all the help had arrived yet because, whatever. They were doing other things, but not all the help was ready to fire up the mill and start the whole process going. But they had trucks. So by having these two conveyors kind of shoot it out into the pit a little farther, what happens is they can make a big pile of corn, keep the trucks on dumping, and keep the farmers moving, and just stockpile that corn until they have all the help to run it through the mill. So this one will actually have two conveyors on it. I don't know how I'm going to make those, but that's not a big deal. All right, so that's what I just did here. Was I cut out a piece of styrene, or this foam, and then I'm going to take a piece of styrene to actually make the right angles, and then line the whole thing with styrene so it looks like concrete. That's it. and then I'll mount the conveyors in there whenever I get those made or bought or however I'm going to do that. Actually, I think Mock Farms has some conveyors if they're separate from the file for his HWO grinder. I think one of those conveyors might work pretty slick actually. And I didn't go out and measure the actual chutes to see how wide, and I kind of figured if it looks realistic, then it's close enough, especially on this deal, because this is for me. Okay, so now what I'm going to have to do is take my styrene sheets and kind of fudge out some cuts and put those in. All right, need a pencil. And I regret, sorry guys, you can't see this. I could bring you around if we could just do that. Let's bring you around. Now you can see what we're talking about. How do you like that? Okay. So now you can see exactly what I'm speaking about. Here's the two chutes. You can see my truck here. And in actuality, what will happen is there will be a truck here and a truck here. And then, so this one unloads back here. This one unloads the front hopper first. He pulls forward. The rear hopper goes. Oof. Well, whose dumb idea was that? I didn't do that right. Huh. Well, crap. Huh. I didn't put that in the right spot. Anyways, well, that's okay. That's easy enough to fix because we're fixing people here. Well, that was kind of a silly move. Why did I do that? All right. See, this is what I'm talking about. You make mistakes and they're public. Alright, so that one's... Oh, I know the problem. Did I use the... Ah, that's the problem. Using too long a Kenworth. Alright, so the Kenworth has got to be back here. Let's do it that way. There we go. Okay. So, here, scoot you back. So this one's going to unload front hopper, then they unload the back hopper, then he backs up just a little bit. I mean, they almost kiss, and then he turns out and goes back to the scale. So he should be able to back up just about that far while he's unloading. Anyways, never mind, you guys. That's not important for you guys. What is important is that this is right. Okay, so the long frame truck has to unload at the back, not the front. Good enough. Okay. Okay, so that works. Fair enough. Whew. Close call, fellas. Close call. Measuring device on this quick. That's going to be 3/4 and wonders never cease. Got that right the first time. Hallelujah. Okay, so we're going to go, and it's 8:52. Okay. So as I've kind of been saying all along in this journey, am I doing this the right way, in quotes, of course? Because some people are some guys that do this, they're very concerned with doing it with practice, you know, with the right outcome, and with doing it specific ways. There we go. And it's my good fortune that I don't know any better, because then I just do it, and then, you know, I just make what I'm doing is just making a picture in my head, and then as long as the picture turns out I did it right. And I do have to thank a lot of people for saying, hey, have you ever tried this? So-and-so did it this way and this worked better. Or, you know, you've given a lot of great ideas, and for that I'm very grateful, because even if I don't follow them, it's good to have that information, just so sometimes when you do need it, pull something out, you can. All right, let's get this. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to cut this out. Big old mosquito landed in here. We got 4 3/4 inches of rain, and then another bit while I was out of town yesterday. I'm not sure what we're up to now. What we are up to now. All I know is it is good to be wet, because it's been dry here. Lots of scattered showers and nothing in one spot. Perfect. Love it. Boy, here, let me try the other hand so you can actually see what I'm doing. How's that? That work for you? Straight line here, huh? Not turning it around did a lot of good, but whatever. Boy, and I'm using a brand new blade, guys, and I haven't cut myself yet. So I must be living right. There you go. Let's see what's going on. Beautiful. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. That's making me happy. Dude, look at that. That's cool. That's going to be awesome. And then there will be a drive over grate here, too. But that's, you know, a little bit down the road. That's so cool. Yep. I'm happy. Now, since we have that template, before we go ahead and glue it in place, let's make that twice, huh? At least get the basic dimensions down, right? Okay. And then I think we'll be ready to close up shop. See? So there, I got that one. I'm obviously going to make those longer, but I have the right dimensions on them. That's perfect. Oh yeah, look at that. See, that's going to be cool. Oh yeah. Happy days. All right. Okay, guys. Well, that is tonight's show. Hopefully you learned something. If nothing else, you learned that I'm not afraid to make mistakes. You know, luckily I'm only out of about $21 worth of styrene and so far. So really, yeah, we're not talking about any money. So next week's show will be a continuation of this, or if the parts are in, we're going to make some 950 versatiles into 875, or possibly an 895. I bought 3, so I can make all 3. I bought 1 to learn on, 1 to make a packing tractor, and 1 to flip. And I don't know, I might keep the 895, I don't know, it depends on how it works. But anyway, so you're going to learn how I do that thanks to Nathan Durbin, who posted a great tutorial in the Rockin' H No Secrets Lab, and I think on his page as well, outlining how he did it. And then he says, hey, make a video. And I thought, yes, sir, I'm going to do it. So with that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for liking, commenting, and watching. Make sure you share this in all groups and stuff that you're in, so people that want to learn how to do this kind of stuff and are a bit timid, maybe they don't have the self-confidence to do it on their own, or maybe they just need a little start to get them going. That's what these videos are for. So make sure you get these in the hands of people who can use them. All right? Or make your own. Do that too. All right. We'll see you guys. Catch you next week. Bye.